Hi, my name is Chanel Vines, owner of Vines Play and iTav. Vines Play is a wine importing firm bringing amazing wines from across the globe to Canada. We host great wine events and have an amazing wine club. You can see more and join the club at vinesplay.com. iTav provides solutions through research to help aging adults have a rich and full life. You can see more at itavcare.com. I chose to get a planner for two reasons. One, to turbo speed the things I am good at, such as time management and productivity. And two, to help fill my gaps that need addressing, such as stress relief, anxiety reduction, and to release some more creative energy. Once I knew the functions I wanted from a planner, it was clear that this is the one I wanted. First, size matters. I wanted something substantial to hold. Previously, I had those small black planners that would easily travel with me, and I would change things and edit on the go. And honestly, my life felt a little fleeted. And as life got more challenging, I wanted a planner that would stay at home for the most part, and that I would use in the morning and in the evenings to kind of just ground me. And I like how substantial this planner is. Two, I wanted a planner to pull out of me the things that didn't come naturally. I love to work, and I seriously still don't understand the value of self-care and boundaries. So I wanted a planner that took a holistic approach to life. And this planner is extremely holistic. Third, I wanted a planner that transitioned strategically between digital and paper. So the planner needed to be well organized, so if I had to take information from it to go into my phone or vice versa, I wouldn't feel confused. Lastly, creativity. I'm a creative person by nature and haven't done much of that. And this planner in and of itself is creative. There's places to color and draw, and I also can schedule my creative outlets. So that leads me to, how do I use the planner? I first have pages I visit at the start of the week before I start planning my week. The first one is theme word. And my theme word for the year this year is discipline. I want to know if I'm operating with this word central to my practices. Then I look at the goals for the year and my quarterly goals. This is just a gut check to make sure that my weekly and daily practices aligns with my goals. I also love to review my travel plans. Let's not talk about that. And I use the self-care suggestions. I try to pick one for the week, so and so sometimes, and do it. Once I review those pages, I'm in a really good frame of mind to plan my week. I plan my week in 3 phases. I schedule all the recurring things I do daily, and that includes exercise, any standing daily calls, hang out with babes, that's in there, whatever creative thing I'm working on. Those go on the left, and they are done daily. Now I write all my novel or new things to do on the right side. To do this, I go back to my action plan for the month, and then at the top of the page, I write the goals of the week. These goals feed into my days. At this stage, the goals are left in big buckets. For example, submit a wine to be purchased by the LCBO. There's a few things that goes into doing that, but I'm not breaking that down when I do my weekly plan. So that leads me to how I plan my days. I usually plan each upcoming day the night before. Every night I break down those big bucket items. So taking the example we used, submit a wine to the LCBO, that would include a few things. Making sure I have all the paperwork from the winery, calculating that price using the LCBO standard, and actually doing the application in the LCBO system. Each of those are individual tasks. I use the Pomodoro technique to complete each individual task. Pomodoro are 30-minute work segments, so you work for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. This is a good technique that I use to work on my discipline, as being sidetracked is my favorite sport. I have gold medals in being distracted. Once I have the elements of the goal broken down, I put a timestamp on these goals. I'm a morning person as I absorb energy heavily, so mornings are my super time because there is no energy floating around and I feel replenished and fresh and just not interrupted. So I put an M beside the things that I have to do in the morning, armanada them. Those include like exercising and the hardest task for the day. They get an M. I also put a star beside anything that is non-negotiable, which are the items with a domino effect. So if I don't get them done, they're gonna have an impact on the rest of the week. There's a star beside those. I cannot end the day without doing that. In the evening, after I feel oh so accomplished, I tend to feel my most creative and I work on something that I'm doing that's creative. I love storytelling and I'm currently working on writing, as I have to write in every aspect of my life and it's one of my weakest skills. I do a writing class for 30 minutes and write for an hour every day. And I try to mix between doing academic writing and something fun. So for something fun, I'm currently working on a fun little script. Although this is tracked in the left-hand side, it is also on my daily tracker, habit tracker. At the end of the day, I review my daily habit tracker and fill in the gratitude journal. It's a perfect way to end the day, to be thankful and to see how I have showed up for myself. And that leads me to my final words, the benefit. The benefit of this success planner is seeing your goals being actualized. In this year, when all the plans seem to just be gone with the wind and you can't really plan what to do, this planner is coming in even more beneficial. It's so easy to pivot when you already have a plan in place. And the success planner also reminds me of some core goals that aren't external, that I can work on now when everything is so unsure. And there are so many other elements that I am not utilizing as yet. I'm just like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is what I love about this planner. Every time I sit and spend some time exploring, I find more things, I find better ways to connect with myself. It is literally a gold mine.